Jamir Watkins is returning to Florida State. This is
Another
great
one bites the
news.
dust. Da 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 da. Another one bites the dust, and another one goes, and another one goes. Another one bites the dust. Greg, they're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Yeah.
I just take issue with the another one part of that. I feel like this is the first one bites the dust.
I mean, in my world, for my agenda, there's been many have bitten the dust.
Every player that hasn't committed to Michigan hit
Has,
the
has
dust.
bit the dust.
Listen, I respect it. The fact that you're this giddy about it, honestly, at least shows you're a little bit threatened by me again, which is good. It's been years since we've had this feel. Because back in the day, like if Jawan missed on somebody like this, you would get on here and just be like, it's okay. Like it's all right. Like you would kind of morally coach me through it. This time you're celebrating, and that feels good to me.
Well, but I think this speaks to how high I was on Jamir Watkins, though. Like I came on
Yeah.
here, I said, like, I am so afraid if you guys got Jamir Watkins. So like this is a massive win for everyone in the Big Ten on at your expense, unfortunately.
Yeah, it stings. It stings in a big way. So all right, can I rip the curtain back a little bit on how this has gone in the last couple days?
Please do.
So what hurts for me on this one is speaking for myself. I believe that Dusty May still, even as of this morning, thought he was getting Jamir Watkins. And this is the first time this summer that I believe the staff has been got or duped or got in any way. If you go through up and down all the lists of targets they've had at various levels, including John L. Davis and Aiden Mahaney and guys that are not playing for Michigan, the staff has been very in tune with what's going on. Is that fair to say from what you know and what you've heard?
Yeah.
Like as things have gotten worse or progressed to where they're not getting a guy, it's been like, yeah, this isn't going to happen. And Dusty knows and he has a backup plan. This one doesn't feel that way. This one feels like the rug got swept out from Dusty May and staff a little bit. And what I was told as of yesterday, we're recording this on Friday afternoon, right after the Jamir Watkins to Florida State news broke. I was told as of yesterday afternoon that Dusty and crew within the walls at Michigan believed they were getting Jamir Watkins and that there were no school issues, no admissions issues, nothing to be concerned about at all. It was going to happen. Or at the very least, it was them or St. John's. It was like a head-to-head, them and St. John's in a battle, and whoever may the best man win. I was told they offered similar numbers. I think St. John's was a little bit higher, but both offered, and it was there for the taking. It was a pitch of, do you want to be featured as our number one option, or do you want to play with Kadari Richmond? Either way, you're going to make good money. Take your choice. Then Rothstein reports he's going to visit Michigan. I think Rothstein reported Michigan and St. John's.
Mm.
Then others reported just Michigan, not St. John's. So you're thinking Michigan driver's seat. That echoes what the staff is thinking right now. In the last 36 hours, there's been a bunch of smoke that maybe there's a school issue. All of that smoke, as far as I could confirm, all of that smoke came from outside Michigan's program. It was St. John saying he can't get into any school. It's not just Michigan. He can't even get in. Saying he can't get in. There's an issue. And I don't know. I haven't spoke to anyone directly who was saying what the issue was. I would assume it is like you took too many credits, so you can't graduate from a school like Michigan, and maybe even St. John's. That's an issue that a lot of juniors run into, guys that have been in school for 3 years. But the point is, Dusty May all offseason had been so cautious and careful, he didn't enter these recruitments. If there was an academics issue, like he cut the water off. He didn't play the game. He didn't like allow himself or his coaches to get to the point where they got by Michigan admissions. And sitting here right now, I don't think it's ever going to be confirmed if this was admissions or not. I don't think anyone knows. But that's what is frustrating to me is it feels like Michigan didn't know. It feels like Dusty and staff didn't know if they were going to get Jamir Watkins. I think they thought they were, and the rug got pulled out from under them for one reason or another. And ultimately, whoever was the smoke, whether it was St. John's insiders or other insiders, the people that were the smoke ended up being right, and Michigan staff ended up being wrong. And as a fan, that's frustrating for me to hear.
So, but him returning to Florida State does confirm it was an admissions issue, correct?
I don't think we know. I don't think we know, because I think if it is that, Jamir and his camp did a good job of controlling the narrative that it didn't become grades publicly, because or classes publicly, right? Because like Caleb Love, you heard all of that. Nobody is out saying the quiet part out loud here.
Yeah, this sucks. This sucks because I don't want to see Jamir Watkins play at Florida State.
It sucks for Jamir Watkins. This isn't good for Jamir Watkins. Like,
Yeah,
at the bare minimum, I would have rather he went to St. John's.
I honestly like where this. Ugh, it's nasty. But
What does Michigan do? Is there anything they can do? Because I mean, I'll tell you straight up,
hope Hurley goes to the Lakers.
they have 7 figures to offer for one player if they want to. And I mean, Dusty's doing the press tour this week, doing an interview telling people, I need a perimeter guy. Like, the roster is missing a perimeter guy.
You might at this point, it's got to be a foreign guy, a reclass, or hopefully Hurley goes to the Lakers and you get back in on McNeely.
I mean, I joked about it the other day, but we know there's a ready-made player that thinks he's a pro that wants money in a starting spot.
Mr. Catchings.
There's a ready-made guy who is actively saying, I want money in a starting spot. Seems like at least deserving of a phone call if you need a perimeter guy right now.
Dusty's got to pivot.
Yeah, he's got to pivot. I don't know. I'll say this. If he eats the scholarship, if they end up going into the year with just the 12 they have, missing a guy with $1 million to spare, this is a critical hit error, massive obstacle, and a massive misplay. Like, this would be the first huge misplay from Dusty to not be able to get a guy. He's had a month since he announced everybody else. He's had a month to figure this out, throw $1 million at somebody. He hasn't been able to land one.
Yeah, what happened with Kahani Roos?
I don't know. I think after they got the front court stuff figured out, I think Dusty was kind of like, yeah.
Go okay. Yeah, I mean, because I mean, I'm like thinking of guys in the port. I mean, Garway Dual just committed today.
Well, there's nobody good left. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's no like all the out of the current portal players, all the wings you guys have are better than the players that are in the portal right now.
The pipe dream answers left would be Cannon Catchings, Liam McNeely, and I think that's it. Like, Coleman would never actually consider. So to me, it's the pipe dreams are freshmen, incoming freshmen.
Would you guys be able to get into a reclass situation? Like, will Riley be even?
Seems like he's too far along with guys right now, but yeah, that's what he should be looking for. Or overseas, like you said, overseas could be a play. God, I can't wait. If they do the overseas thing, I'm going to be as negative as I was about the Illinois ones, and it's not going to be fun.
Tough times.
Tough times. Another one bites the dust. The NBA draft is coming up, and I've got something awesome for you. We are partnering with the people at NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K is the best video game on earth. The people at 2K Lab are making some awesome stuff to make that game even more fun, and they just launched their 2024 NBA Draft Simulator, where you can find the official Sleepers Media big board. We ranked our top 75 players in this draft class. Me, Carter, Brian Ralph, Riley Davis. We did it together, and it is featured on the 2K Lab NBA Draft Simulator. You can take control of any team in the draft, play GM with just one click, and see our entire rankings before these videos even come out. Check out the link in the description of this video to try out the draft sim for yourself, and you can find more mini games at nba2klab.com/NBA-mini-games.